Dear students, welcome to the 20th lecture of 8051 timer/counter. In this, we are going to take a new topic, that is embedded C programming for 8051 timer/counter. First, let us see the objectives, what all the things that we are going to learn, and after learning, what the students can achieve. The students are able to access the timer registers in C, and they are able to calculate the delay length, and they are capable of writing the embedded C program for timer as well as counter. So before going to start with this, I will recall the study, whatever we learned till now with respect to the timer/counter. So basic background, as you all of know, there are two 16-bit timer/counter, T0 as well as T1. In T0 we have two registers, and in T1 we have two registers. We can access the whole 16-bit register, or we can access 8-bit register of T0 or 8-bit register of T1. So that only I have written, independently configured to operate in a variety of modes. So these two timers are operated in number of modes, that is mode 0, mode 1, mode 2, mode 3, and these are operated as a timer or a counter. As you all of you know that the timer is the one which is used in order to insert the delay inside the program, and the counter is used in order to count the number of events or number of pulses which are coming from outside external pin. So here I have written, independently configured to operate in a variety of modes as a timer or as a event counter. So when operating as a timer, the timer/counter runs for programmed length of time, then issues an interrupt. You can refer any one of the mode operations so that you will get how the timer is to be worked, how the timer works, right? When operating as a counter, the timer/counter counts the negative transitions. So negative transitions in sense from 1 to 0, right? So if there is a signal across this, then that particular pulse will be counted on an external pin. Okay, now as I said, the timer is having two registers which are of 8-bit wide, THX and TLX, where X is equal to 0 or 1. If I am working with the timer 0, then it will become TH0, TL0. If I am working with the timer 1, it will become TH1, TL1. Okay, and there is one more bit in timer, that is TRX. TRX control bit, this bit will be there inside TCON register and used to turn on the timers or a counters you can take. When timer overflows, it sets one more flag, that is TFX. Again, this is there in a TCON register. Okay, setting the TRX does not clear a THX and TLX registers, timer registers. So T0 and T1 have 4 operating modes, as you know. Out of these 4 operating modes, the most commonly used are M1, that is 16-bit timer mode, and M2, that is auto reload timer. Modes are selected by M1 and M0 bits in TMOD register, as you know. Okay, next the timer registers are TMOD and TCON. These two registers are called by the name called timer control registers, and we have two more registers, THX, TLX. Okay, TMOD register is used to select modes of operation. TCON register is used to control the timer to run or stop. Okay, then THX, TLX, these two registers are hold the count to generate desired delay. So TMOD is a 8-bit register, TCON is also a 8-bit register. Now quickly we'll see how we can generate a delay with respect to the timers, right? So first we need to calculate the value of TMOD, then we need to load the initial count on TL and TH, then we have to start, then we have to check TF flag. If TF flag becomes equal to 1, then we need to stop the timer, then we need to clear the TF flag for the next round, go back to the step 2, that is step 2, load TL, TH, step 2 to load TH and TL again. So these are the steps we need to follow in order to create the delay. Then in counter operation, as you know, the same process has to be taken place. Only the difference between the timer and counter, here the delay is inserted inside the program. Here the pulses are coming from either T0 or a T1, that is either from pin 3.4 or pin 3.5. So from those pins we need to calculate the number of pulses, okay, and that is called by the name called counter. The counter is the one which is used in order to count the number of external pulses which are coming from pin 3.4 and 3.5. So these are the basics that we have already studied till now, and now we'll take up programming timer 0 and timer 1 in 8051C. So as you know, we have 8 registers R0 to R7 and A register, B register. So all these are under the control of C compiler, and all these registers are not accessed directly by C statements. Did you got this statement? Just I will tell you by taking one example. Before that, we will take up the next statement. In case of SFRs, that is special function registers, the entire RAM space of ATH to FFH. So this is the range which is given for SFRs. You can refer the RAM location. So in case of SFRs, the entire RAM space of ATH to FFH is accessible directly using 8051 C statements. That is, so in C programming, if I write R1 is a general purpose register. If I write R1 is equal to 0x01, okay, 0x is nothing but hexadecimal number, and 01 is a value which is given to R1. If in a C language, if I write like this, then it will not be executed. Suppose if I write P1 is equal to 0x01, then it will be executed in embedded C program. Why? Because so P1 is a SFR, it is a special function, and the address of this will be stored in reg51.h. So this is the header file that we are using, and this can be written, this can be accessed directly by 8051 C compiler. But this statement will not be executed because we are not going to store any address of this R1 in a 8051 C compiler, and hence we have written they are not accessed directly by C statements. But if I write P1, P2, P3, Tmod, Tcon, so all these are SFRs, special function registers. If I write directly Tmod, is equal to 0x55, the meaning is Tmod is equal to 55. So the address of this is predetermined inside the reg51.h. Okay. So this is what the initial statements with respect to the programming T0 and T1. So with this I will conclude a small introduction about the programming T0 and T1. In the next session we will take up the examples with respect to the embedded C program of timers/counter. Thank you.